Hello guys, it's Resident Uprising here, and today I'm doing a mod spotlight on the mod OpenBlocks. Now, as you can see here, it adds a lot of different things. So there's two pages here, it's basically, as a sum up of the mod, it's just a load of random things. So let's get started. First, we have the jaded ladder here. So if we get something, let's just get like, let's say a couple of blocks of sand. Then if we get a ladder, okay, so let's say that if we get a normal trapdoor, when you're just normally playing Minecraft and you have a ladder like this, oh, you have a ladder like this, and then there's a trapdoor at the top, and you go up, you can't really get up there. It's quite difficult to get up to the top, and you kind of get glitched out and stuck and things like that. But so what the jaded ladder does is it's still a trapdoor, but when you close it, you can climb straight up it like a normal ladder, and then it can just act like a normal trapdoor and do the same back down, climb back up it. So it's a really helpful bit. There is the building guide. Now, if you're like me and are really terrible at building, you have this building guide. So basically, it puts ghost blocks down so you can place different things. If you click on this side, right click, that changes the size down on the two angles here. If you click on this side, it changes it on the other two. Top, it brings it up and down, and the same with the bottom, so you can just do each one. So, but if this only works on creative, a different thing. So let's say if I get some cobblestone like this, and I get a piece of obsidian, that's my house spell, obsidian. You put this on here, oh, there we go, and you right click it with the cobblestone, it will build. If you right click it with the cobblestone or any material you have in your hand, it will automatically build up around the bit you have selected with the ghost blocks. It will automatically build this structure. So that's really helpful for building things on like creative and stuff like that, and I've made a really weird, that is really weird. Anyway, next thing, we have the elevator. Now this is a really helpful piece of kit. Let's just get a random block with some marble. So let's say if we put the elevator down here, actually it's a perfect place to do it, in here. Okay, so let's say if we wanted to get onto the roof, we put the elevator block here, and then we fly directly up and put another elevator block here. Now normally you'd have to build ladders up here, but with this elevator block you can just jump and it'll take you back up, and then if you hold shift, go back down like that. And also you can get, if you get some dye, let's say to get some purple dye, you can also colour them. So that won't send me up now because it's not coloured the same colour, but now if I've coloured that, that'll send me up. So it's basically, you can do different colour coordinated things to get to different levels and things like that. So next thing in this mod, this only works in creative, this healer. Basically it does what it says on the tin really, it's not need much explaining, it heals you. You can only get it in creative, but yeah. Next is the target here, so if I get some redstone and I get a lever here, if you place this down you can do this if I activate it. Right, now if I get a bow, get me a bow. So, rainbow, sorry about that. And if I fire at it, if I hit the blue on the edge, it sends out a redstone signal of 3. Okay. If I hit it in the middle, I'll send out a 4. So you can do like little mini games and things like that. You'll send out different wavelengths of redstone signal. So let's show that again. If I hit it on the outside, this will only send out 2 because I hit it on that very corner bit there. But let's say I was to have an amazing shot, do 360. Oh, that filled all. If you can see that, all the redstone went all the way up there because it was a strong shot. So yeah, that's another thing. Next we have tanks. Now these are probably one of my favourite parts of this mod. Basically, it's like any old tank. You get a bucket of any liquid, really. Yeah, in this mod pack, there's quite a lot of liquids. Let's just get some water, something simple. This will hold 8 buckets of water, I think. Let me just test that. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That holds 16, sorry about that. I just noticed it says 16 millibuckets at the top there. That holds 16 millibuckets of water, each tank. But another good thing, if I just fill this up, it's a multi-block structure, so you can connect them like this and have the tank as big as you want and just have massive tanks and things like that, and there's no limit to it. It does use obsidian, so it's fairly expensive, but that's about it on this tank. They are really useful. They can hold any liquid, I think. Pretty sure. Let's just test that. Let's get some blazing pyrotheum. This can only end well. Yep, can hold any liquid. Oh, and also, I just noticed, that also emits light, but if you fill this up and then you add another one, it has quite a cool splashing animation, does it? And you can see it waving in there, like bobbing up and down, which is quite nice. Right, I missed out the flag here. I probably shouldn't do that. This flag, it doesn't have much of a use. You can put it on walls and things like that, put it on the ground and things like that, just so you can mark areas out. You can have like little mini games with it, or even if you're just going caving, you can mark it with flags like the way you've been, so you don't get lost and all that cool stuff. Okay, so next we have the trophy. I don't really need to show you this, it's just a trophy. There's not much to say about this. They look really nice actually. But yeah, I think in creative it's just random what you get. So next on the list, the bear trap. Now this, I think if you right click it sets it, there we go. And let's get a cow or something like that. Unsuspecting, I'm not a woolly cow, I'm not a creeper cow. There we go. Unsuspecting victim. You get that cow, put it there. Push him into the bear trap. It closes on him. So now he's trapped. So you can set like traps out. I don't know if it works for players, I'll just test that. So you right click to set it. Maybe if I'm in survival. No, maybe it just doesn't work on me because I set it down. But yeah, you can traps for mobs and all that cool stuff, and things like that. So next is the sprinkler. This is also a nice part of the mod. Let's just get another tank and get some more water. Just have a tank of water like this, and what a sprinkler does, if you place it down, it should start to sprinkle, and that will fertilize your crops. It's a bit like slow bone meal. Let's just change the time. It's a bit like bone meal, but it does it a bit slower. But I think it's quite good and very useful. But you will have to keep filling up if you choose to do the tank way, so I suggest you either have an automated system to keep filling up the tank or something like that. So next we have the vacuum hopper. This is like any ordinary hopper, but there's a little difference to it. So let's get some random things. Let's get a couple of blocks, some basalt, just picking random blocks. So we've got a chest here. We put the vacuum hopper on here. It has this quite nice ender effect here. You can see stuff like the ender particles are getting sucked into it. And let's say if I just do something over here, it gets sucked into the vacuum hopper, and you can see that's not gone into the chest yet because it's still in the hopper. I need to set the output thing to it. So as you can see, I need to configure this item outputs. So just put it on every side. I think it's probably the bottom. But yeah, so now that that looks stupid now. But basically, yeah, if you can configure it with these, set which one's the output and all that cool stuff. So now we've just got this one as the output. We throw a bit there. gets sucked in, and it goes into this chest here. So there's 8 in the chest. Ooh, now there's 9 in the chest. So yeah, this is quite a good thing if you've got like a pipe system maybe, and there's loads of stuff for overflows and things like that. So the next thing is a sponge. Now I think these were in Minecraft before, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are already in Minecraft, but I think these are just more powerful, and yeah, as you can see, they suck up a lot of water. And I'm pretty sure they work on lava as well. Just give me a minute and I'll just show you. Right, so here I am in the nether, and yeah, so let's just test this out. I'm pretty sure it works. See, there you go. It works on lava as well. So you can use this for like clearing out big spaces of water and lava, and it's probably going to work on any liquid. So if you have other mods, it'll most likely work with them as well. So yeah, see you back in the overworld. Right, I am back, and next thing I have to show you is called the big button. Yes, it's called the big button. It's a good name, I think. So, get some redstone, show this off. We have a button here. GG. And we put some redstone here. It's basically like any old button, it's just bigger. And it seems to last for a shorter time. I've just noticed that. But yeah, so you can use that for anything really. So if we get like an iron door, you can just press the button. Spam the door really annoyingly. Yeah, so if you want to annoy your friends, this is the button for you. So next we have the magic pencil. Now, if you can hear that noise, there's a slight noise of like a drawing sound, but you can't see anything at the moment. So if I get, where is it? Sorry about that guys, just had a little problem there. But so yeah, as I was saying, if you get the pencil glasses here, I've already got some in my inventory, the pencil glasses, and then if you put them on, you'll see the pencil drawing starts to come clear. See there? It starts to come in, and you can't walk through the pencil drawing. So if you have a friend that doesn't have glasses on like this, it's just invisible, you can make like invisible walls and you can't get in and stuff like that. See, it looks like I'm floating. So it's pretty good for trolling and things like that. I'm just going to put them on so I can clear the stuff away. Right guys, so the next thing we have here is the path. As you can see here, this is just a simple decorative piece. So you can make like little walkways like this. Little paths, it's quite nice. So if you want to make a little cottage, that would be quite a nice thing to put there. So yeah, that's the next thing, the path. Next we have the XP drain, as you can see I've got here. So let's say if I get a tank here, let's get some XP, there we go. And if I plonk this down here, and actually it's not going to be like that, we need some bottles of enchanting. So let's say if I were to give myself a lot of XP, put myself in survival. Oh. Right, so I've got 7 levels and I stand on here. As you can see, it just drained all my levels like this. So that's another quite nice bit. That's quite a useful thing of the mod, so you can make like mob spawners and stuff. So mob spawns in here, it gets all the XP and puts it in here. So the next bit of this mod, which I'm going to do next, I'm going to skip these for now. I'm going to come back to them. Just so, because this bit goes with this. If you get an XP shower, you plant this on here, it drains all the XP like this. Pick it all back up. Like so. So this is just another easier way of giving yourself XP. Let's say if I was to put a lever there, put all the XP back in there. As you can see, the XP is no longer coming out here. So because I flicked the lever. But if I flick it again, it's going to let all the XP out, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. So as you can see, this is quite a good system you can get going here. Right, okay, so I've got 3 more blocks here, which I'm going to spotlight them together, because they're kind of linking with each other, so if we come over here. First one, oh, let's just turn this around, just make it this way. So this is called the block breaker. Kind of, the name says it all really. Put this here, so where's the signal, breaks the block, pushes out of the back. So if I just got some normal buildcraft pipe, just cobblestone pipe, like this, and then if I got a chest, I could just do this, and it'll take it out the back. So once it's on, it will automatically break the block like this, and it'll just put it into the chest right here. That's quite a cool thing. Right, okay, sorry about that, guys. So now what we have here, this is called the block placer. So if we give this a lever here, and we've got some cobblestone on this, so let's just fill that in like that, and if we place it down, that'll place it, and then that will break it. Place, break, place, break, place, break. So you could set up an automated system kind of thing here. Right, so the next thing, I'll place this up here, so you can see underneath there's the hole there. So if I put some stuff in here, this is called the item dropper. Place a lever here, and it just drops it. Simple as that. Oh, no, it's out. So I guess this will be good for some sort of adventure map, maybe mini game where it has to drop stuff on your head, or if you press a lever it gives you something. So it's basically like a dispenser, but it just drops stuff instead of like fires out the front or the back or the side or something like that. Right, next, this is one of my favourite things because it's probably one of the most useful. So let's say if we had like an overhang like this, and we had this, which is called the rope ladder. You place it down to there. Look at that. It's basically like a normal ladder, but doesn't need anything to rest on. You just climb straight up it, like this. Simple as. So that's a really helpful, useful thing. And you can just break it like that. And also, if you place this down and break the top one, that's it, everything else goes. Or you can just break these one by one from the bottom. So it's kind of like vines. Right, so the next thing we have here, this is the donation station. Oh, and it looks like a little piggy bank here. If you place it down, all it is really a piggy bank. But if you right click on it, it says donation station, love an item. So let's say I like pencil glasses. This says Mikey Nevercast BOQLYQYD. This is the people that made the mod, and it says what mod it is, so it's OpenBlocks. And if you press this button, it says donate to the author. That will take you to a link to donate to who made the mod. So let's say if I just got another thing like something from Buildcraft, mining well. If I really like this, we'll say Buildcraft Factory, Space Toad Buildcraft team made this mod, and you can donate to the author. So that's a really good little thing if you want to donate to your favourite mod makers, or you just like little piggies. Right, so I think that's going to conclude part 1 of the mod spotlight, and that is a creeper. But make sure to come back for part 2, that will be coming up soon, and we will discuss and spotlight the rest of the many items here still to go. Yes, that's a lot of stuff. Sorry if I missed out a few things. I was just trying to get through the most important things, and I didn't do any crafting recipes because there's too many things to do all the crafting recipes of, and if you've got any eye anyway, then you don't really need to know the crafting recipes. But remember to like and subscribe, and remember to tune in for part 2. Bye bye!